Hey folks, Paul Abernathy here. Thanks for coming to the channel. So, learning the National Electrical Code can be difficult for everybody. It's not something that you just grab a code book and you just understand, because some of the things in there take a little bit of explanation, and that's why it's great to have a program like our Fast Trax system where we can kind of spoon feed you all the way through the beginning of the National Electrical Code, through insignificant things that you need to understand, but also put calculations into perspective. And whether it's a single family dwelling, multi-family dwellings, or even non-dwelling applications, it's so important to have a program that you can really learn from. When you pick up a code book and you're studying, whether it's for an electrical exam or maybe you're just an electrician who wants to get better knowledge of the National Electrical Code, it's tough. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, these code books, the way they're written, it is not done in a way that's easy to understand. But in our Fast Trax programs, we break it down. Now, we offer Fast Trax programs for not only exam preparation, which is typically our Fast Trax Black or our Fast Trax Plus. Now, again, the only difference between the Plus and the Black is that with the Plus, you also get access to our video library over on fasttraxtube.com. Other than that, it's the exact same course. It's designed to teach you the fundamentals of the National Electrical Code. See, it originally wasn't created to be an exam prep program. It was designed to teach you the fundamentals of the NEC, and we adapted it to exam prep because we knew that a lot of the content in there with the chevrons and the method of studying, that it would lend itself to be something that would be beneficial to learn the code so that when you went and took the exam, things just came natural for you. And along that way, you'll be tested with competency reviews and feedback from me on all those reviews. And so that built a winning system. The Fast Track is a federally protected program. It has been around now for quite a few years. It's proven. The success rate of our programs are insane, over 99% if you follow the program. Okay, if you don't go rogue on me and you follow it unit to unit to unit, you submit your competency reviews, you do your practice exam questions before you finish the course, watch the videos where they're embedded, things like that, then you're going to be successful. Now, if you're a residential person or commercial electrician, and maybe you're not preparing for an electrical exam, but you want to deep dive into your specific area of expertise, like residential. Well, our residential program literally walks you from room to room to room and talks about all of the key components that are associated with residential applications. And that's our residential program. It's available in 2017, 2020, and even the 2023 edition. Same with commercials, same with industrial electrician. We even have a course for you HVAC electricians to learn how to troubleshoot things, and it just makes you a much well-rounded electrical profession, even though you're working in the HVAC industry. So those are the things that we have going on. Of course, we have grounding and bonding, which is really fundamental that everybody should follow all of those. But you know what? Let's take a quick look at the Fast Trax Black or Plus, because it's the same course. And let's look at the NEC and see what it looks like. So let's kind of go to that. Okay, so this is your 2023 edition. And you see that our class average in our course is about 88%. That's amazing. Okay, so the 2023 is up there, and you've got students working through it, and they're taking their time. They're being very patient on how they go through the units and exercises. So again, it's immensely successful. But again, remember, this is also available in the 2020 edition as well as the 2017 edition. All right, now what I wanted to show you a little bit is obviously you have instructions for special features. We do a little video that explains the features that are in here. And we also explain how to download the competencies, because that is something that has changed for the 2023 edition. Now, when we do a competency review, in other words, when you're answering questions, you download the questions, you fill out the sheet, and you upload it into the system. And then when you send it to us, we'll respond back via email. Whereas before you had to log in and go down here to this little green wheel to see all of our responses. Now we interact with email. So that's new for the 2023 because that allows me to have more of an interaction with the students. And so that is something that we changed for the 2023 edition. Now, what you'll see is you'll go down and you'll have 5 different sections. And in each section, you'll have different units. Okay, so we'll just kind of go down here and look at what you've got. So Unit 1 is Introduction to the National Electrical Code. Good history, good information that you need to have. Then you got definitions, you got boxes and enclosures. We're going to teach you how to do box fill. We're going to teach you how to do pull box calculations. You have cables. We're going to teach you all the stuff you need to know about different cable assemblies. And then, of course, raceways and conductors. We're going to show you about ampacity, all those things dealing with 31016. All of that's going to be covered in there. Then you've got the general provisions, specific provisions, load calculations. All of these are kind of geared around single-family dwellings and, of course, Article 220, Part 2, which is branch circuit calculations. All of that stuff is you're going to be covered in Unit 6, Unit 7. And then, of course, Unit 8, we're going to put all that together so that you learn how to do a total load calculation on a single-family dwelling. Now, we're going to teach you the standard method, and we're going to teach you the optional method. You got to learn them both. Okay? Obviously, sizing the grounded neutral conductor, you need to use the standard method because 220.61 is inside of Part 3. That's the standard method. When you go to optional method, which is Part 4 in Article 220, it doesn't give you any direction for the grounded conductor sizing. So that's why you got to go to 220.61, and that is under Part 3. Trust me, in our program, you will learn all that. All right, so then we take you through that. And then, of course, you'll get to the comprehensive provisions which is the general stuff for receptacles and calculating those things. But then you'll get the load calculation. And this is a multifamily dwelling. So Unit 11 is going to run you through all of the load calculations that you need to know step by step in a multifamily environment. So we're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to talk about how you would do the common areas, how you would do the individual dwelling units of a multifamily building. All of that is in here. And we're going to talk about the comprehensive provisions, or all the little components that are in between that lead you up to doing these load calculations. Next, we're going to talk about the general provisions that you would have for non-dwelling load applications. And then, of course, we're going to culminate all of that into load calculations for like retail, right? And a commercial building. So we're going to teach you all those little nuances that are involved in that. And of course, we're going to have a specific unit that talks about feeders, talks about service conductors. And as you can see here, it goes into the various equipment. In fact, this is a great place to go into. Let's just look. So let's go on and go to the beginning, the chapter introduction. This is what we have. It's good to read. It kind of lets you know what you're going to experience. And you go through here and you read the material. Of course, you can highlight any of this. Just simply left click and drag it if it's something that you want to remember. If you want to read it out loud, it'll read it for you using the read text feature. If you want to make this text larger, you can click up here and go to a little bigger text depending on what device you're using. Because yes, this is adaptable. So if you're using a smartphone, or a tablet, or a laptop, you can change the size of the text, and this will all adapt, so you can use it on any platform you're working on. Right? You can print out any page you want. You can bookmark any page you want, so you can pick up where you left off later. All of those type of things are capable. All right, so you simply would go through each piece and read it very closely. Now, like we always tell you, there's the power of the chevron. Here's the chevrons. When you see chevrons, that should tell you something. You need to stop, go to your code book, read what it says, and it should be what we've got on the screen, and it should make it clearer for you. But that's the thing that's unique about our course, is that you go in and out of the NEC, right? And that works the way on all of our programs. We give you code references, and it really is a good idea to move in and out when you do that, right? So anyway, you can see here at all of the most important aspects in the chevrons, it's all broken down for you, right? And then, of course, we culminate that in some great illustrations, right? So again, you can print any of these you want, okay? And you just can simply move through it one by one by one, and you'll get all of this information. And then you'll get associated illustrations that kind of help hammer it home. Obviously, this is a problem right here. Okay, can't use the top of a transformer for working clearance. Okay, you can't extend beyond underneath enclosure more than 6 inches. Okay, and here we've got no working clearance, right? 110.26. So there's so much in this one illustration, and you see how the call outs will pull you into that, because that's what makes it really important about our course, is that we're going to give you a lot of info, but we're going to feed you through the whole process, and you read each one at a time, and then you go to the chevron, and that's going to be how you learn. Now, again, if you're tired and you want it to read it to you, then you can just simply highlight it and read the text, and it will do that for you.
All electrical equipment shall be constantly surrounded by sufficient access and workspace permitting ready and safe equipment.
So again, if you want to use that feature, fine. And we call that ballistic training, where you follow the bouncing ball and you read it. And for this amazing thing happens, is that you start to understand the National Electrical Code just a little bit better. Now remember, you can print anything you want here. Now, when you're ready at the end of the unit, then you go here and you can do your competency review. And there's a summary that I recommend you look at, because I'll click on the summary. And the summary basically is just the slides, and it takes you through the objectives of this unit. And it's just another way to hammer things home, okay? And so we give you all the tools. There's a knowledge check. It's going to check your knowledge, okay? All these type of things we're working through. Dedicated equipment space. Look, folks, we not only give you the summary, that's new for the 2023 edition, we do the competency reviews. You click on the competency review, and this is where you're going to download it, okay? You start the assessment. Here is where you download the fill out the blank sheet, and then you come back here and you click choose a file, and you go and upload after you filled in the PDF that you downloaded. That allows you to have more time to work on things. And that was the one thing that our students asked for, is that online, they didn't want to worry about timing out or trying to do this on a small computer screen. They said, look, can I download the review and fill it out on my own time, and then I'll just come and upload it? And guess what? That's what you got in the 2023, because we listen to what our students want. And that's what you go. And you upload it, and then you submit it for grading, and then we grade it every week. And we will give you your grades, and we will give you feedback on that. It's awesome, all right? So that's what we've got in the program. I do want to show you really quickly our database. So down here also, oh, by the way, there's also soft learning stuff in here. All right, these help you with developmental skills, how to work with customers. We're throwing that in the 2023 Fast Trax. So we're adding those in, developing communication skills. So this is just going to help you be a better electrician. Now, usually this is a separate module, but we're throwing it in because we think that it makes better electricians. So that is typically another $200+ value that we're throwing in our program. And of course, you have your exam prep questions. Here's the instruction video that shows you how to do this, right? And then you click in and log in. And here, for example, if we want to do the master questions, then we're going to simply select this code right here, copy it, and then we're going to log in. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to put this code in right here. And then we're going to submit it. And we're going to log in, and boom. You have quick quizzes, flashcards, voltage drop calculator, media library. Now, the media library is cool because it also has additional videos for you. Check this out.
Box fill is the total volume of all conductors, devices, and fittings contained within an electrical box. The size of the box to be installed is determined by the box fill.
So folks, this is just an extra bonus. We're throwing these in, okay? They're included in your program, okay? So that is amazing when you think of all of that. But also, let's look at this. You get to go back. And what about the sample questions? Check this out. Look at all of them. These are 20 questions long. These are 100 question long. Look, you get the latest database, folks. All of that is available here. All of it is in our 2023 edition. So it's getting better and better and better. So, folks, I'll bring it back to me. There's even a simulator in there if you want to mess around and act like you're making connections. All of it, we have expanded this program. We're always trying to make it better. I am here to help you. So if you have any questions, please do me a favor. Go to this website right here. And remember, you can ask me any question. I will do my best to try to answer it for you. But my goal is to make better electricians. That's what I'm after. So hopefully you check out our programs. We have demos on the residential, commercial. Watch those video demos. We're hoping that you enjoy everything you see on that website, and maybe you'll become a Fast Trax student. Till next time, folks, stay safe. God bless.